I don't want to be in trouble.
This woman believes her internet boyfriend is real.
Black hair, beard, mustache, clean cut.
Was DM'd by a man named Michael on Instagram, and the two fell in love.
Said he was going to come and be here for Christmas and he was going to come and bring his daughter. By then, I guess I already fell in love with him, so why not love his daughter?
Sent over $15,000 to help get Michael home from Italy.
My mom had gotten involved. I don't want any of these people to think I was doing this on purpose. I've always had a clean record. And I'm just like, I just need to know who I'm talking to.
Okay, Seekers, let's see what we can dig up. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so I just got this new case in. It's from a woman named She's 54 years old. She thinks she's in a relationship with this man named Michael Robert.
My name is a mother of two. I have 3 grandchildren. Love them to death. I have a big family. I'm a very family-oriented person. I don't know, I'm too nice, I guess, and giving person. I love going bowling. Me and my son, we like to go cruising. Have always went to all the lowrider shows, the Cinco de Mayo parades, and we've always just enjoyed going out. This is why my son and I go cruising a lot. I was married for 22 years. Met him when I was 19, married him when I was 21, had my first child at 22. You just think you're in love. After probably 2.5 years of marriage, I probably realized I wasn't in love with him. Just kind of stayed in the marriage for reasons that I probably should have left. When people start telling you when it's time, or when is it time, or even your kids start asking you, you know it's time. And then kind of caught him cheating, which was more than once. It was like a relief off of my shoulders. It was like I let 260 pounds go off of my back, but trying to discover who you are after 22 years of marriage is what's hard. I really haven't dated after I broke up with the other one. So I don't do online dating. I never have. I don't need to. I don't have problem meeting guys, so I don't go out looking for them at all. If I'm in a date, I usually am. Okay, sorry, I'm a cougar. The last guy I dated was a year older than my daughter. And she's 32 now. I mean, I've had others younger than that hit on me. I guess it depends on their maturity. So I don't do online dating. That's just it. I don't create profiles. I don't do any of that. I just was on Instagram. I had a lot of people trying to request me as friends, and I just naturally delete everybody. And I don't know why I kept reading this message from this one person, and I read it and read it and read it because it was coming in Spanish, but the surname was not Spanish. So the name I think came across as Michael Robert.
He claims to be 55 years old. He has a daughter. He claims that he is working import and export with LG products, and he's from Liverpool. So
there are already so many red flags.
Yeah.
Michael Robert, 15,000 Bitcoin import export. All right.
I think he said something like, "You're beautiful," or "How are you?" I said, "I'm just trying to figure you out." And he goes, "What are you trying to figure out?" And I'm like, "Why are you talking to me in Spanish? And your last name's White." And he's like, "My wife, who passed away, was Mexican, and she was teaching me Spanish." I said, "Click that camera up in the corner." And he did. And that was our first FaceTime. And it was him.
Yeah.
You're looking good.
Look.
Why are you biting your lip?
Because I'm nervous.
Black hair, beard, mustache, clean cut. Handsome. He's not my type, but he's good looking. He came across very business type. He said he was from Ireland and he lived in Liverpool, London, His mom had passed away. His father had passed away. His wife had passed away. He had one daughter. He called her Teresa, and he claimed she was 9. He owns his own business selling algae products. I always asked him, let me see your store. What's the name of your store? One day he finally sent me pictures of the inside of the store showing me all the product. Send me an actual location of his address. He knew I was so skeptical. He sent me a copy of his driver's license, passport, and some other ID. He's like, after 2 weeks, he's like, can I tell you something? And I'm like, what? And he's like, I love you. And I go, why? Why do you love me? You don't even know me. How can you love somebody you've never even met? I don't know. There's just something about you. I don't know what it is, but there's something about you that I love. And I'm like, okay, why? Like, I couldn't understand it. And then he's like, right away, I think I made a mistake by telling you. Too late now, you already said it.
After charming and proving his identity to her, she instantly was more open to a relationship with him.
I always thought he had a good personality. You know, he was nice, and we would laugh. We would have a good time. It was nice. It was like I would look forward to trying to get to know each other. Maybe this guy is okay because, you know, he seems stable, taking care of his own kid. Unfortunately, I got attached.
I also think that she's kind of used to men leaning on her for things.
Needing help.
But she is a woman that is retired, and, you know, this guy's promising like a better life. He's said that he's gonna like fly to her several times and meet her. Like, one that really hurt her was like for Christmas, she like moved all of her furniture, and she was like prepping all this, you know, her whole house for him to come, and he never showed up.
Said he was going to come and be here for Christmas, and he was going to come and bring his daughter. I was excited because I figured, okay, we're going to finally meet. I get to meet this little girl, because we were like, okay, when you come for Christmas, we can start making plans for you to decide what you want to do. So yeah, I was preparing for him and the daughter to be out here. Yeah, I was just like straightening up the house, trying to make room for where his daughter would sleep. So we were like making plans and arrangements like that. So he wouldn't have to like be a single dad, whatever. Like, I was willing to take care of her and do all these things. I wanted to be the mom. He's supposed to have been a single dad. He needed a mom. By then, I guess I already fell in love with him, so why not love his daughter? And he's just like, I love you. And I'm like, yeah, I love you too. He wanted to, supposedly he had bought me a ring because he wants to get engaged, and we were going to try and make plans to get married. And I'm like, yeah, not right away. Let's just try and figure out who we are. And even if we're going to get along or get to know each other. And I always just thought he was a good guy, but I can see the change in him after when he started asking me if he can borrow money. It was sometime in December, and it was for his daughter. Something about a video game. So I had sent him, it was like only $50 to begin with. The first thing was through a card, RoboCards or whatever you call it, Robux. I never knew if she was in a private school, but he always said she needed some sort of school supplies. He's going to cost $500. I came up with that and sent it to him. And then all of a sudden, he had ordered a shipment of his algae products, and supposedly they were caught up in Italy in customs, and he had to fly out there to go try and get them out of customs. Well, you know, then he's like, I need money to leave London, you know. He was just asking me for like $100 here or $50 there to eat or whatever. I think total maybe $500 at some point by the end of January. I was scraping pennies because I didn't work. So yeah, I told him, I said, I don't have money. And he's like, I'll pay you back. I said, you have to pay me back. I said, I don't have money.
With Michael finally in Italy to retrieve his LG products, he unfortunately didn't have enough money to get back home. He needed more help from.
And then when he got there and found out the price, and he had half of the money and had to borrow the other half from a whole bunch of other people. And then once he did that, he didn't really have the money to come back. And he had money, and supposedly he showed me a picture of all the money he had. And of course, it was like, I don't know, London money. And I'm just like, okay, so how come you can't access that? And he goes, the bank had locked his account because supposedly somebody was trying to fraud his account. So they didn't know who it was. So they locked his account. He goes, I need money to get out of Italy. He goes, now I'm, what do you call it? The overstay fees. So now he's stuck in Italy because he has to pay overstay fees, and he has to get airplane tickets, and he doesn't have money now. He was trying to come before Valentine's Day. He was trying to get out here, or at least to his house back in London. So it was just a matter of trying to get the money to get him out of the hotel by the time I lent him money. And then my mom had gotten involved by that time. And because the over fees and the airplane tickets all came out to a total of like $10,000, plus what I had already lent him with food and whatever money his daughter needed was $5,000. It was like a total of $15,000. So he was over there. He had paid up the overstay fees. He had already bought his airplane ticket, and he was getting ready to catch an Uber back to the hotel to stay for another night until he can go back to the airport to catch the flight to go home. Once he was able to get back to London and unfreeze everything and get his bags packed and get his daughter ready, then he would make arrangements or whatever from there in London to come to me. But, we didn't have an estimated time frame at that point.
Took care of all the finances to get Michael and his daughter back to London where he could unfreeze his bank. But Michael ended up getting in an accident that held everything back.
The day we were talking and he was like trying to catch an Uber, I can hear this accident, like a big old brick. And then I hear somebody going, oh my God, somebody call 911, call 911. And all of a sudden the phone went dead. You can hear the ambulance, and I'm like, freaking out. And then nothing. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear from him for like 2 or 3 days. And then all of a sudden somebody answers his phone and saying that they're the doctor and that he is in the hospital unconscious, but that he has both of his legs broken, but that he's okay. But then he was like laid up in the hospital for like another 2 months going through physical therapy. He sent me a picture of him in the hospital, and I'm just like so confused.
I was very frustrated and emotional about the situation, but Michael came up with a solution to get out of the hospital and back home.
Then so somebody wanted to buy some of his stuff, so they start contacting him at the hospital. She's like purchasing a lot of his products, but she's sending me the money and I'm sending it to him. And I think all the way up to July, I had transactions from this lady. And he knows I don't like doing it. I tell him I don't like doing this shit. I'm done. I don't like it. It's just a waste of my time. And so through this lady, he was able to leave Italy and go back to London. Once he got back to London, then he went to the bank. He kind of just left it at that, didn't really tell me too much.
So she sent $15,000 to him through Venmo and Bitcoin through the Venmo app, but she's also accepted cash from other people.
Okay.
And these are supposed to be his clients. So she hired a private investigator.
So they find.
So I kind of just scraped up money and I hired a private investigator, sent them this ID, this passport, and then the driver's license, and my heart dropped. She goes, I don't think he's the man you're talking to. So I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know if I am talking to somebody that's using this guy's picture or if I'm really talking to him.
I just found a Sergio through an image search. Sure looks like him. That's a lot of followers. Sergio Mendes. Okay.
4,700 posts.
Yeah, that's someone who's public, who has a lot of photos to choose from, whose photos can be easily stolen.
His name is Sergio Mendes. He's from Brazil, was married for 17 years. The wife is very much alive. They're divorced. He used to be a secretary of education, also a mayor. Supposedly, he is gay. I don't know this for sure. I go, why didn't you tell me you're gay? And he's like, I'm not gay. And I'm like, you have a kid? You have more than one kid? Your mom is alive? You were married for 17 years and she's not alive? She's not dead. She's alive. Why would you lie to me? Why would you tell me all these things? And he's like, I'm not gay. He goes, I'm not gay. He goes, it's a commitment I made and it lasts for 5 years. And he's so stuck on that, he wouldn't tell me anything else. I said, you guys are stupid. I said, because everything is public over there, and it's just going back and forth and back and forth like that. And I'm telling him, I just want you to pay what you owe my mom and what you owe me. He wants to pay himself out of the life and come here and be with me and pay off me and my mom. And that's where we're at. I feel like I'm so stupid. I feel like I'm crazy. Just for some reason, I just keep giving him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm done.
She wants to know if he's real. Her cousin is who originally reached out to us, and she wanted us to do an intervention because she can't break through to her. So she turned to us, and then she introduced me to her, and she just wants her friend to, be pulled out of this situation.
And I'm just like, I just need to know who I'm talking to. And if it's not Sergio, then he really needs to understand somebody out there really is doing this to him. Because I know he's just as much a victim as I am.
If you found yourself in a similar situation to and you want to know the truth behind the person that you've been communicating with online, reach out to us. We can find you the answers that you need. Share my story at socialcatfish.com. Alright, Seekers, we had a lot of work to do. So David and I sat down with the research team to break down the evidence sent us.
So a few things that we have. So we have 3 different identifications here. So we have an ID, we have a passport, and we also have a driver's license. They both are already blurred. They came blurred. He blurred them, and then
Makes the Photoshops easier, right?
And then also I have his bank account, random screenshot. I don't know where this came from, what bank it is, but he basically showed her like, hey, I have a bunch of money. Here's a screenshot of it. And I'll be able to pay you back all of this money that you're, helping me out with the LG products. We also have photos of his store that he owns.
I mean, it's Photoshop. It's go back to that. Oh my God.
Oh, not the hospital photo.
The good old hospital photo.
The classic.
He looks familiar, but let's see if we can find out who he is. And then she wants to know if he's real. So we have locations of videos. I don't think we'll be able to, we could screenshot the videos and then try to do an image search to see if we can find the locations on those. Also, we just might be able to find, watch the video and find some identifying information. All right, so images. So Michael, and then there's a doctor, right? That we don't know who he is. Yeah. And then video, and then location, right? That's what we want to find. Yeah. So we have the money transactions. So Tamatha, this person, yeah. Right? So let's find out who this person is. It's a pretty unique name. I don't think it's gonna be hard to find her.
She's wondering, how many times are you going to say you're going to show up? I'm helping you through with your business. I'm accepting these payments for you. You're showing me you have money. But then, like I said, there's always some reason.
After digging into all of the information sent over, David and Brienne sat down and got on a call with.
So I'm David. I started socialcatfish.com 10 years ago. We've been working on the YouTube channel for the last 4 years. This is Brienne.
Hi.
She leads the investigation. I definitely feel like we found a lot, which I think we can give you some good closure today. But
More than what I found.
well, let's start with that. What have you found on your own?
Just once the investigator told me what she found, I just kind of went looking at all those pages of who the guy in the picture was, and just everything to me, he's Sergio.
And so why did you come to us? Like
Well, my cousin, I finally had to open up to her. I just couldn't keep it a secret anymore. And I went to her because she was the only one I could trust. She found you guys. She saw some stuff and she sent it to me. And then she's like, I think we need to contact these people, because she says she didn't think that that's who I was talking to.
So you're hoping to find out today exactly who the person is that you're talking to.
Yeah, I mean, I keep doing all these things thinking that I'm doing right, by giving him opportunities to come through with what he said he's coming through with. And she's like, you're not going to get anything out of it. Yeah, I'm done. I need closure. I feel a little crazy sometimes.
When the investigator shared the information with you, how do you feel about that?
Well, I was in shock, and I believed that that Michael Robert didn't exist, and that it was Sergio. Because she's like, but I don't believe you're talking to the guy in the picture. And the FaceTime phone call just makes me feel like I do talk to him.
Well, we have some stuff for you, I think is going to really give you the closure you want, like based on what you just told us. Let's start running through a few things then. Well, let's go into the travel stuff first. So you were sent like a lot of travel videos, right?
Yeah.
So Brianne has a lot of information on actually where those videos were taken.
Okay.
Yeah, so you sent over a video of, it was basically a ship going through the water. There's a bridge. Do you remember that video? Where did he say that he was at that time?
Well, yeah, he said he was in Italy, and that he was trying to get to the seaport to his shipment.
Basically what we did was we ran the video, we took a screenshot, and we ran that through reverse image search and using geolocation software as well. We wanted to confirm where this was taken.
So I found the location of the bridge video and the airport.
Oh wow, you actually found the bridge.
Yeah, the real bridge is over the Bosphorus Strait in Turkey. It's a pretty popular landmark. A lot of people take videos across that bridge. I found a video just like it showing the exact same scenery on Instagram.
And what we had found was this was actually a video from Istanbul, Turkey. I see you're processing.
Yeah, because I know he had told me he has a friend in Turkey and a friend in Poland.
But why would he lie to you about where he is, whether he has a friend there or not?
Why would he lie to me about anything?
Yeah, exactly.
I believe you sent us another video, the view of taken from an airplane. So same thing, we froze the video. We took a screenshot of a portion of the video and ran it through reverse image search. And we were able to confirm the location of this area where he claimed to be.
The airport is the Lehigh Valley International Airport in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Based off the landmarks from the sky, you can match the buildings up to the parking lot, and then the forest to the side, everything lines up, the highway lines up, and that's where the airport video is from.
Did he ever mention visiting Pennsylvania?
Nope.
I think you know kind of where this is headed, don't you?
In the United States? I don't know.
Are you trying to recall all the places he told you he visited?
He's never told me he's been here in Pennsylvania.
That's because the real guy hasn't. We were looking at his social media. We'll get into that in a minute. I mean, you see where that's getting at. Now it's like 3 locations that he's told you he was at, sent you quote unquote proof they were there. Brianne and the team, they're really good at doing this stuff, and they were actually able to find out the exact places in the video of where these videos were taken. And it doesn't line up with what this person's told you at all.
Yeah.
The next thing we'll talk about is the ID. So there was a driver's license that was given to you. We were actually able to find the exact match license online.
So we have mixed matched fonts on this ID as well. It's an immediate red flag. It also looks like the normal ones are like embossed. Like they look stamped. You see this? How there's like a little bit of like a 3D effect on it? Yeah, this text just looks digital. And it's not matching the format of an authentic driver's license.
So what happens is these people, what they'll do is they'll find a template license and then they'll take that and they'll Photoshop that. And they changed out the picture, they changed out the name, and that's why the fonts don't fully match and some are darker than others. And so we know it's a Photoshop, and we're also able to find out where the actual license came from. The other part too was with the passport. So you were given a passport by him. Same thing, you know, that where the number is on the passport, it's darker than the rest of the passport. So you can easily see that it was Photoshopped again, and it doesn't match up with the passport template. So it's another Photoshop that you were given.
Did you have any idea any of these forms of identification that he shared with you were fake?
When he first gave them to me, I didn't even pay attention to it until after the private investigator gave them to me, and I kind of always kind of blew them up and kept looking at them and kept thinking, well, it doesn't look right. And I even questioned him as to why he had blurred stuff out.
We know the real person's identity is a Sergio Mendes. Like, we know that for sure, but it's not the person you're talking to.
No.
All this information that you're given, none of it matches up. And in fact, in some of the instances, the timelines matched up where he was like, because he's a DJ also, where he was like DJing at festivals or different parts in Brazil, where like there's no way he could be in Italy stuck there, or in Turkey, or wherever the videos were taken.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, your stuff doesn't match. How are you broken here, but I'm seeing that you're over here. And that's when all the arguing just started happening.
So the other thing that we did, so you had sent money to Tamitha, right?
She sent money probably to me, and then I sent it to him.
She was being romance scammed, and she had sent money through Cash App and Venmo to this person, along with gift cards. Hi, Vicky. My name is David McClellan with a company called socialcapture.com. I'm actually trying to get a hold of your sister, Tamitha. I'm sure it's a weird message to get. Thanks for calling me back, first of all.
She lives with me, but she's not home right now.
Oh, gotcha.
This has been a problem for over a year now.
Oh, man.
That's why she lives with me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Her boyfriend basically found out she was trying to talk to other people, and there was a whole thing, so she had to come live with us. And I know, because I take care of her finances now, so if she's receiving or sending money, I don't know how she's doing it, because I have control of her money right now. She's 43, but, mentally she's not 43. She's more like a teenager, so it's very hard because she does have disabilities, and she gets taken advantage of. So, how did you find this out? Like, how did you get this information?
Yeah, so we had a lady, her name's she came to us. She spent she sent $15,000 to various people, and your sister was one of them. And so we're investigating the scam, and so she's been scammed for about 2 years. So, in fact, she was scammed so bad that she's had to move in with her sister, and her sister's actually had to take control of her finances because, she's in a really bad position now.
Me and my mom own this house together, and we're in a place where we don't even know where we're going to get our house payment. We're just, like I said, he keeps saying, oh, I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to pay you back. But that was already over a year ago, and we've just run into a bad situation at this point. Every money that has come to me, I've sent to him, because I'm thinking it's because of his algae products.
Yeah, so you sent us a wallet. And it matched up with all the transactions that you had sent us. So we only looked at the transactions from last year.
Uh-huh.
All of the transactions led to one main Binance exchange wallet.
And where is it at?
We were able to trace where you sent the money and where the money ended up. So we know exactly where the money is right now. And there's other people have lost money. I mean, there's like couple $100,000 have gone through this wallet.
There are several transactions in there that aren't yours.
So the next step is to file a police report. And
I don't want to be in trouble
for what?
for whatever he has me involved in. I'm scared. He has me scared that I'm in trouble for something. I thought they were getting appliances. He told me she bought a store, so she was buying a lot of appliances from him.
But if you didn't know what's going on, like you shouldn't have a problem like filing a police report. The thing is, the police report is going to like cover your tracks too, because you're saying, hey, look, these people were scammed. Now law enforcement has this. If there's anybody else attached to this or tied to this, they can use this as a reference to either warn people or to say, hey, this is where the money went. The other thing we want to try to do is with the cryptocurrency wallets, if we can get law enforcement to pull what's called a KYC request on that, we can actually get the ID of the person that owns those wallets, right? And there is money in the wallet where there can potentially be money that's claimed and seized. And so that's why we want to file a police report.
And I have to go to the police first?
You should go to the police, yeah. You don't have to necessarily go to the police first, but we highly recommend you go to the police.
What do I tell them? Like, how do I bring this up?
So this is, like David said, this is to cover your tracks, right? So if you create this, if you file a police report, you share all this information that you shared with us, say, hey, look, like I reached out to Social Catfish. They just informed me I've been a victim of a romance scam. This is what this guy's been having me do. And I can provide you all of the documentation to show you what he's been using me for, and I'm done. I'm not doing this. I just found out. This is going to help bring awareness to this type of scam, and also we want to move forward and see if we can find this person that's behind this.
Okay.
And then we can also jump, if you can get a detective, you know, to contact you, we can also jump on a call with the detective and walk them through the cryptocurrency, what happened.
Okay. I don't want any of these people to think I was doing this on purpose.
I mean, the best thing to do is just be honest. You know, you came to us, you were seeking answers. We recommend that you go to the police department, file a report, just be honest and open about everything here.
Do you feel like you've gotten the closure that you were looking for?
Scared, but yeah.
We'll package everything for you right before you go. So we'll package everything together. We'll send over an official report so you can say, hey, look, I had somebody look into this for me and I just found this information out.
Yeah.
Keep your head up, you know, and things will only get better from here on out. Seriously. Think about it, this is a blessing at this point because this person sucked up so much of your time up until this point.
Yeah, he has.
And now it's your opportunity to reinvest that time that you've been wasting on this person into your family, into your house, into, you know, getting your health back together, right? So this is an opportunity for you to start rebuilding your life.
Yeah.
We got your back. We have your back.
Thank you.
We're going to follow up at the end of this week and just make sure that everything's okay, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Nice meeting you, and then we'll follow up with all the things that we already talked about, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Talk to you later.
All right, talk to you soon.
Even after revealing everything to and debunking all of Michael's stories and lies, she was still in contact with him. So we decided to give it one more shot by calling one of the people that she had sent money to in the past.
What's up, Seekers? So we met up with David and Brienne, both revealed everything that we had found, but we decided we needed to dig a little bit deeper. Why is that, Brienne?
Well, that's because she didn't share all of the information with us. And so initially we researched all of the information that she had sent to us. However, we noticed that a lot of the money that she had been sending or receiving didn't provide the contact information. So we thought we better look into this.
Yeah.
Also, when we recapped with this morning, she's still talking to Michael.
Yep. And for those of you that are wondering why we didn't get all the context for all of the transfers that she was sending out, was because she was scared. And we see this a lot with people that were accepting money on, the scammer's behalf. So we're used to this. Brianne dug a little bit deeper, and like she said, she pulled some more names and was able to get some more information and do a little more research. So
it's actually pretty crazy because she sent me a Venmo receipt, and there's a name of a person here with his image, but the image is very small. So what I did was pulled this guy up from my Venmo and looked at his friends transactions. I was able to confirm one of their profiles and find out where they were living, and then link it back to him and then find information on him. Nice. So now fast forward, we have a phone number for this person by the name of Robert. And so I think we should give him a call.
let's do it.
All right. Okay, so let's give Robert a call.
Yes, this is Bob.
Hi, Bob. My name is Brianne. I have some information that I'd like to speak with you about. So I work for a company by the name of socialcatfish.com, and I have a client by the name of and claimed that she had been sending you funds through Venmo.
I don't recognize the name, but what's the issue?
So she was involved in an online romance scam, and she was told by the person that she had been talking to receive funds from you via Venmo. Do you recall sending anybody money through Venmo?
Me sending money through Venmo?
Yes, correct.
No.
Have
No,
you?
I received money through Venmo, but
Oh, okay.
I very seldom send money, and I can't remember sending money through Venmo to an individual.
Oh, okay, I see. And so by chance, are you talking to anyone online?
Quite often.
Okay. So it looks like from then that she may have sent you the funds through Venmo. So was there a story behind receiving funds from this person?
Oh gosh, I don't really recall the name, but I do a lot of business through Venmo. I wouldn't be sending money for any kind of services other than product related to my business. So
I see. Okay. Just to share with you what we have here, it looks like had sent you possibly, let's see here, $100 on April 4th. Do you recall that?
no, nothing like that.
Okay. And so I'm only going off of the information she shared with me, but just be careful online. If someone's telling you to accept money or send money, just be careful.
Yeah, I sure will.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I've sort of been going down those roads numerous times, and then when I started sharing it with my wife, she said, "No, get away from it. Get out of it." So
Yeah.
and luckily we've been okay so far. So
Okay, sounds great. Well, thank you, Bob, for your time. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can shoot me a text or give me a call on this phone number.
okay, thank you very kindly.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I mean, these are a handful of transactions with his name, his Venmo username, and the reason why.
And had no idea who was.
No. But he is talking to several people online. He did mention that.
But he also said he's not involved with anybody sending or receiving money.
And he also said he was married.
Well,
That's complicated. Well, maybe what we can do now is give a call and let her know.
let's just let her know that, we talked to Sky. He also was involved in something similar. You need to block him. We can kind of urge her to block him one more time.
Yes.
Hi, it's Brianne. How are you?
I'm tired.
I have Drew here.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing first?
I have good and bad days.
Gotcha. Well, Brienne told me earlier today that you haven't got around to blocking him.
No.
Why is that?
My head's not right. I'm going to. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I have to do it today.
What are some of the reasons right now why you haven't blocked him?
I guess because in my head it's Sergio. In my head, that's who it is. I don't call it.
Gotcha.
And I know what you guys say.
What do we say?
And it's not.
It's not real. It's not real.
Not.
David and Brienne did tell me that when they spoke to you, you were scared, about the situation that you were in. And, you keeping them unblocked is only going to open up more situations, scary situations.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, he's put you in a bad situation, and he had you receiving money from people you don't know, and your name's on that, not him. He hasn't had your best interests at heart, and he's put you in a bad situation, and you've gotten caught up and involved in this. And so if anything were to happen, your name is tied up in this, not his. And if someone loves you, they wouldn't put you in this situation. He's put you in danger.
Okay, I'll be done now when we are done. I promise.
Are you going to block him?
Yeah.
Block him right now.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Reported it.
Okay. And then you blocked it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Blocked and report or spam or whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
You did a really good thing. We're proud of you. And I want you to know that you're making a better decision for you, your family, your kids, your money, financially. Like, you don't want to risk your freedom, for one. Like, you don't know where this money's coming from. You don't want to risk your freedom, and you're putting a lot of unnecessary things on the line in your life. And I think blocking him is a huge step. And I hope, when we hang up this phone here and, you really truly feel within your heart that was a good decision. If you need more clarity, reach out to us. Brienne is here. We can run more searches, but I feel that we have came with enough in this, in this whole investigation to prove to you why this guy's a bad guy and he's not real, and he's hiding behind all these VoIP phone numbers and fake emails and these random, transactions to your Venmo. I think, we brought enough, and I think you should move on.
Yeah, I do too.
How do you feel now that you blocked him?
I guess more at peace.
You guess or you know?
Probably I know. Like a weight lifted.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. Remember, all of our new videos go out every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. See you guys next week.